On July 30, 1966, the Beatles soared to the top of the Billboard 200 with their album Yesterday and Today, where it held the No. 1 position for 5 straight weeks. While the album featured timeless tracks like Day Tripper, Yesterday, and Act Naturally, it's perhaps best remembered not for its music, but for its provocative, original cover art, a decision that sparked widespread controversy. Unlike many of the band's global releases, Yesterday and Today was a North American exclusive, assembled by Capitol Records. Rather than recording new material, the label curated songs from UK singles and albums that had not yet been released in the US. The album's track list was built from 8 previously unavailable songs, plus 3 alternate takes from the upcoming Revolver album. Notably, this was also the first Beatles record to feature 2 tracks sung by Ringo Starr, Act Naturally and What Goes On. The now infamous Butcher cover was one of several surreal and experimental photos taken by photographer Robert Whittaker. The shoot featured bizarre props, including George Harrison wearing a bird cage, holding an oversized light bulb reflecting his bandmates, and even appearing to hammer nails into John Lennon's head. The most talked about image, however, showed all 4 Beatles in butcher-style white coats surrounded by slabs of raw meat, false teeth, and dismembered doll parts. Capitol Records initially reached out to Beatles manager Brian Epstein for 3 new tracks and a fresh, full-color image of the band for the album. Epstein first submitted a more conventional photo of the group posing around a steamer trunk with Paul McCartney sitting inside. The label proceeded to design the album cover using that image and sent it back to Epstein for final approval. However, the band reportedly insisted on using the more shocking Butcher photo instead. The public reaction was swift and negative. Many retailers flat out refused to carry the album with the disturbing artwork. In response, Capitol quickly reverted to the original steamer trunk photo, but not before thousands of copies had been printed with the Butcher image. Rather than destroy them, the label attempted to cover the controversial art with a pasted-on alternate sleeve, unintentionally creating one of the most coveted and valuable collectibles in rock music history.